This is Rod Kusin, Spooman for Risk on October 14th, 2010. It is Thursday morning. We are going to issue this video to draw attention to a feature of our indicator which we have yet to discuss. We now have everything working correctly, so we wanted to release this and show you the value of having an indicator that will provide notification of when the market may be moving against you and potentially stopping you out. So if you haven't looked at our previous videos on this new strategy system, I would recommend that you do that as well so you can get a full concept of what we're doing. We'll touch on some of the other features today, but primarily we want to show you the use of this warning feature. Now, this warning will only show up when you're in a trade. And here's how it works. We'll go over to our chart here. First thing in the morning, right around 8:37, we had some buy signals. Now, the buy signals are shown in both the green coloring of the bar and the green arrow. But now look very closely, and you'll notice the green dot here. This green dot and this green dot right below the bar. When a green dot appears below the bar, it means that we have market conditions. We've detected certain aspects of the market and certain market indicators that we're running that suggest that this trade or market conditions are moving against the trade. So that would signal the trader to change or perhaps move his stop, move it up from wherever he may have placed it, or it may mean that there's a decision on his part to dump the trade. But he should, in any case, take some action. So if I had just entered this trade, and let's just say I had a stop 6 ticks below the market, I would then want to move that stop up closer because of the fact that there's indication that the market is potentially moving against you. Doesn't necessarily mean you want to dump the trade, although in some cases you might. We're not going to recommend either one over the other. We're only recommending that some action be taken. Now, you'll notice that the trade did succeed. So immediately we want to move our stop. As the market moves up, comes back down, again we get a little bit of a warning here. So at that point in time, we may want to move our stop to break even. Market moves up and we hit our profit target. Let's look at another instance. Over here, we had another signal. We have no warning message. Market moves up, hits our profit target. Now let's expand this out. Now here we have another signal. And right in here, as you can see, we have these warning dots. That tells us really the market is already under our entry price, and it's indicating here that it may continue down. So here might be a good instance where dumping the trade makes more sense. Not just tightening the stop, but dumping the trade. When the market is in your favor and you get these warning dots, they're would be a good reason to tighten the stop. But if you're already negative on the trade and you get the warning dot, it's indicating that it may continue in that direction. So it may be more prudent to dump the trade. Here are a couple of more signals, and notice too that we have retracement lines below the entry. That too is a good indication that maybe it's not even a good idea to take the trade, because we're close to retracement points, and those retracements have high probability of being hit. Now, yesterday our retracements were 94% accurate. We'll have to check today to see how accurate they were later on. But you can see entering the trade here, the market immediately moves against us, and by the time we get the warning message, we're already hitting the retracement lines. Better idea, not even take the trade and just wait until they're hit and make a decision then after that event. Now, in spite of the fact that it moved down, hit the retracement lines, it then moved right back up, hit the other retracement line up here. But we're already out of the trade. Okay. So rather than do that, maybe wait and look for an opportunity to manually enter the trade. Our next signal comes here, and as you notice, we have no green dots. Market moves nicely up to our profit target, and we're out of the trade. Now, let's look at the short trades here. We have a short trade here, another short trade there. And by the way, our settings are very loose here so that we can demonstrate this. Point of the matter is that you don't see a warning message. And why? Because the specific conditions to issue that warning didn't take place. Nevertheless, the market did move against the position. So the first thing that we want to emphasize to you is that in as much as we're doing our best to try to give you fair warning of a situation that would suggest the market is going to move against your position, nothing is perfect. And here, those warning messages did not appear. We got another short signal up here, moved down nicely to our profit target. Here again, market moved down, didn't get any warning message, but the strategy setting went to break even at that point in time. So there was no loss there. Here again, short trade, no messages because nothing took place to trigger it, and the profit target was hit. Now we come into the long trade in here, and you can see the warning messages showing up. Once again, our recommendation is when you're very close to a retracement, because of the high probability that they're going to be hit anyway, it's better to wait until that retracement is hit. Does not always work. Sometimes you're going to miss a trade. But our retracements are very high probability. So here we've got the warning message, and it's a good thing because the market continued to move down. So in the course of this move down, we're going to look at several instances of that very thing. Here we have a long trade. We get no message. We get stopped out. Okay? It's going to happen. And here, now market conditions are showing us this isn't good. Again, there's that retracement below the market. And the market, in fact, moves right down to the retracement point. A little later on, again, we get some long signals. The warning message comes in. Market continues to move down. And then finally, we get another signal here. No message. Market moves up. And we hit our profit target. Same thing occurs here. Long signal, warning message, market moves down, takes us out. So if we don't take appropriate action, we run the risk of getting stopped out. So rather than to do that, we get a warning message here, market moves up, tighten the stop, and keep yourself from taking any kind of a big loss. Now we come to the point where here again the market has moved down, warning messages pop up. Here it's already almost too late and we get stopped out. So that's the whole point of this exercise, is to show you what's going to show up on the screen that's going to give you an indication that the market is moving against you. In some instances, it is going to be very helpful for you to take action. In other instances, conditions are just not taking place fast enough for us to make the necessary move to prevent any kind of a loss, as you see right here. You're already negative, warning message comes in, dump the trade before it takes you out any further. Okay, let's take a look at a potential live situation here. Now here we had another trade. Warning message came in. Now the way we had our stop set up, if we had enough of a profit moving up, we're going to go to break even in the event the market retraces. So we're already out of the trade. Now once we're out of the trade, we won't get any further warning messages. The messages will only pop up at a time when we are in a trade. They don't obviously have a reason to pop up if we're not. We're simply waiting for another trade signal here to show you live how it works. As we do, it's interesting to note we just did a calculation on our retracements that were created today, as well as from the close, from prior to the close yesterday. And our retracements are 95% accurate today. 95% accurate. So here's these retracement lines that were just recently created in the last 30 minutes. We can expect that they're going to get hit. The market is going to move back up. Also, the system, as we're waiting here, will periodically through the course of the day give you an alert indicating what our calculated bias is. The bias has been long all morning. That having been said, the market has been shorting. So it remains to be seen whether this market's going to move back up strongly or not, but all that we can say, the calculation indicates that the bias is long. Okay, we've just moved over to one of our other charts here where we just had a long signal. We mentioned here these retracement points, high probability of retracement, but here we have a long signal. We have a a retracement line below the market. So now what we're going to want to see is any evidence that the market is moving against us. All of these previous green dots were based on trades that we've already discussed, but this is the most recent trade, and now we want to see some evidence of a move against us, and we should be able to see a warning signal take place.